Okay, so we're back. So a caged advance is 3, 4, 5 to 5, 6 or 5, 6, 7. The shared note or the doubled note in that case would be the 5. So that's the point. And we also have fifths and fourths caged advances, right? So 3, 4, 5 C goes to 6, 7 root in the G. That's a fifth. And G6 root 7, 6 will go down a fourth. The fourth of G is C, 2, 5, 4, 3. But that's a fourth advance and a fifth string shape advance. With the new system, where we got a number for each scale member, root 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7 root, 7 root 2, root 2, 3. Can now look at them as numbers. So we just advance to the next number. Sometimes that'll be very helpful. So the 3, 4, 5 just goes up to 6, 7 root. You don't have to worry about that. Happens to be a string shaped fifth. Or 7 root, root 7, 6. I should be doing these backwards more, but I don't do them enough. You know, is a string shaped fourth to 5, 4, 3, which is the C. The G is a string shaped fourth going to its fourth to the C string shape. But the numbers are more powerful. It's easier to count them. You can do them in any key, all along the fretboard, all along the strings. So that's what a caged advance is. With the root 2, 3 box, the shared note is 5 from easy chord root 3, 5. So we have string 4 would be 3, 4, 5, and then string 5 would be 5, 6, 7. So in the C box, we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the shared note's going to be 7. So we just go 5, 6. Okay, so we're on that 5, 6, 7 A string shape. What's the caged advance of 5? Okay, it's going to be going to the a caged advance of the 6 to the next one. Now let's look at that. Let's look at the A string shape there. Okay, we'll find another one. Do we have another one? Oh, we don't have another one. Okay, we've got 5, 6, 7 right there. The next one is going to be G. We do have the G. It's just the banner is up here. So we have its caged advance goes to the 6th. Okay, so we can go 5 here. So we can go, let's see, 5. Okay, 6. So right there, the very next caged advance would be to the G. We don't take that because we're going to take the beginning half of the string shape. Okay, so we have to look over here at the 7, and we just start whatever string shape starts on that 7. So we're going from the A string shape pretty much to the E string shape there. Alright, so it's not really a caged advance, but sometimes it can be looked at as a caged advance in this 3, 4, 5 going to 5, 6, 7. Okay, we took a little break there. So apparently a caged advance, okay, there is a caged shared note advance. In the normal caged system, you can go from, let's say, the C, 3, 4, 5, to the A, 5, 6. That's a caged advance. Going from A, 5, 6 to G, 6, 7 root is a caged advance. Now you say, why is A, 5, 6? Well, because if you look over here, if we advance, let's advance to today's chart where I have more detail that we need here. Okay, so if you followed along this far, you deserve to see the latest and the greatest. Chart 338. Focus on blues. And this is done for the blues, but it turns out it could be used for anything, because I didn't want to mark up the boxes with the blues notes. So I have the blues notes listed where my coffee cup is now. Sorry, but I don't have that much coffee this morning, so I'm savoring it. Modal cages long, modal cages, the cages short. The short is the cages, and with the cutouts that we were discussing. Okay, and the way it goes is, so here on this fretboard up here, anywhere you see like a C cross E cross G, that's a caged size cage. That's a short cage. So we got 3, 4, 5 is the bottom string there. Okay, the A caged right here is 5, 6 on the bottom string. We don't worry about the label here. That's an accidental in the key of C. That's an accidental in the key of C. We put the C string shape label there. Same thing with A. 5. There's the A string shapes written right on that A flat. And 6 in the key of C, right? But it can be done in any key, you know. You just move it back and forth, like up and down. So many, so many chromatics. So here is the short. A cage is 5, 6. So a cage advance is 3, 4, 5, linking with 5, 6. The word cage, C-A-G-E-D, C goes to A. That's a caged advance. A CCAGEED advance, C-C-A-G-E-E-D, okay, got it written right up here, C-C-A-G-E-E-D, CCAGEED, okay, it's like that. That's going to involve a couple of notes, and by the way, there are caged advances that involve a couple of notes, such as G, 6, 7 root, going to E, 7 root 2. These are both caged boxes, okay, 6, 7 root, and the E box, 7 root 2. So it's, and the E box is, okay, so here's the A in which is the 6 in the key of C. So the G shape, you'd play a G shaped C right there. And with the E box, okay, that's where we play our E shaped C. That's one of the peculiarities about the cage system itself. It's mostly a cage system. Starts out with chord shapes, but really the E box is a Locrian box, like that. So you can renumber it: root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. Okay, but we just play the E shaped root there in that E box in the cage. Anyway, shared there is the 7 root. So no, we have 2 notes there, but they're half steps, they're buddies. In the long box system, we share more notes. So let's just look at the G box. We might as well. Now that I know what I'm talking about, so we know what we're doing. We want to look at the 3 ways to play the G box. Okay, so you know what the G box is. If you have your Mr. Capo, it's right here. Our G would be, it'd be a G-shaped G there. Real deal G. Real deal G with an F sharp down here that it can't get. You can't get that F sharp unless you do a long pattern. So with the G, we do the long pattern. Okay, remember it's G-shaped, so it starts 6, 7, root, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our F sharp. Root 2, 3, 4, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Okay, try that one more time. Here's our G shape G root. So this is our root, okay? So we're going to go 6, 7.